Zoom classes are not great.
Okay.
There's so many, and you see how prepared you were for this interview. You got all the equipment. When it came to the Zoom classes, I got the equipment too. Like I bought all the equipment. I had like what's that? Like an audio interface and all that to try to get the best audio. Thing is, online teaching is just like it just resorts to low quality because it also it's dependent on people's internet access or
Yeah.
internet speed too. You know what I mean? So no matter what, it just never feels good enough.
Yeah,
You know?
that's something I learned about Zoom is they limited everyone to standard definitions, right? Unless you have a pro account, but that's only 720p for one speaker at a time, and you can't even get 1080p unless you're on their business account or enterprise account, which is something like I think $100 a month.
Yeah. See, and the thing is, when I was teaching on Zoom, I actually was teaching my current students for free.
Mm-hmm.
I just added that in as in like, I know you guys are probably kind of like yearning to be able to talk to people because you're all avoiding each other in person. This was in the beginning. Do you remember in the beginning of the pandemic, everybody wanted to teach online, right? Everybody was trying to teach on Zoom, and I jumped in on it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll try it because my students need to socialize too, So I started teaching on Zoom, and what's that? It was actually the worst part of my online course because nobody really wanted to go to that. Like I'd have like 2 students, 3 students out of like the many that were actually taking the course. Like nobody was really coming. And that's when I realized like, okay, like it's not the same as being in person, and you can't rewind. And most of the time the sound is like not synced,
That's very
So,
important.
yeah.
Very important that movement and sound
It's
are synced.
like, oh man. But I tried my best to get it synced. I did some stuff, but I don't think it was even enough because even just the quality of the video was.
Yeah, and even if you could have like the most banged out setup, it just takes someone else to be streaming on their laptop, and then maybe there's an internet connection lagging, and dance.
Exactly.
They can't see you that well from standing far away, anyways, unless they're hooked up to a TV.
Mm-hmm.
But how probable is that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that try to use the strengths of the platform for what it is, rather than recreate what you're missing on that platform.
Dude, yeah, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Is that we were all trying to imitate real life, and we can do that. So for me, pre-recorded has always been the strongest. Like pre-recorded, high quality videos that people can watch whenever they have time.
So in that case, the online portion would be like the distribution network, right? And distributing high quality content, and they're being consumed in whatever intervals that the student's ready for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's being used versus trying to recreate something where there's problems inherently in the platform, such as lag. Well, what about like using other, I guess, teaching styles? Like what have you learned towards that? Because I think in one of your videos, you had a thing where you would do a sequence, right? And